asking to. This is what God says we're supposed to be teaching our men. This is how God says to teach them to become men. This is what a man is. Read that.
1 Kings chapter 2 and verse 2. I go the way of all the earth. Be thou strong therefore, and show thyself a man.
You hear that? A lot of men think like when he said, be thou strong therefore and show yourself a man. A lot of us think that you're supposed to go to the gym and pump iron. It's not talking about physical strength. It's not talking about to be physically strong. It's talking about mentally strong. Because a lot of men here, you see them being buff. They're very small. They're very small in the spirit. Physically strong, just like he said in the Willinglish letter. Those big men, women rule over them.
That's right.
That's the reason why when the woman's out of order, they're all sitting in the corner. And a man, we step up and tell that woman to behave, and guess what they do? They become Captain Seven-Hawk. You cannot do that. Man up, man. Stop being a boy. You're not even, I can't even call you a boy. Men up. That's what God says. Men up.
I go the way of all the earth. Be thou strong therefore, and show thyself a man.
How do you show yourself a man? That is the question. He said be strong. He's not talking about going to the gym and look bulky. Read, they'll tell you. Listen to this, how you be a man.
And keep the charge of the Lord thy God.
And do what?
Keep the charge of the Lord thy God.
And do what?
Keep the charge of the Lord thy God.
Stop right there. Hold that. Let me get Leviticus 19. We'll show you how you keep the charge of the Lord your God. Keep the charge of the Lord your God. Just so you know, the woman is not God. It should be a God, should be the God of death, because she put over 19 million black babies to death from the 70s to today. Think about it. Some of the island countries in the Caribbean don't have 19 million inhabitants. She have killed more people. She have killed more people than World War II, World War III. Read.
Leviticus chapter 19 verse 17. Thou shalt not hate thy brother in thine heart.
This is what a godly woman will do. Thou shalt not hate thy brother in thy heart. She will not go to the cops and try to lie. The officers know how we roll. They know we are men of God. They know what we say will be it and it will be proven. Read that again.
Thou shalt not hate thy brother in thine heart.
We don't hate the sister. If we did, what would that be? Tit for tat, punch for punch. We didn't do that. We restrain her. We restrain her. Even the same ones that said, oh, you, why you man? The same one would have been scratching one another, throwing bottles, throwing signs at the other. That's not what we did. We will not harm our brothers and sisters. We're not here for that. Read.
Thou shalt in any wise rebuke thy neighbor.
What God said?
Thou shalt in any wise rebuke thy neighbor.
We supposed to correct our neighbor. That's what we're supposed to do. We're not supposed to. That's what we're doing. When we bring out God's laws and we're showing you what you're doing wrong, then you're showing you your fault. That's us correcting you. That's us showing you what you're supposed to and what you're not supposed to do. Okay? Read. Now you ask yourself. You're a witness to that. The same person that say, I will pray for you, come here and lie.
Right.
Lie.
Good.
Knowing that many people saw it.
Right.
And we have evidence, we have a camera here.
Right.
She boldly lied.
Good.
Lie. And then you go there and let Satan pray for it. Then you should receive 5 times the curses that God's supposed to give you. Read that again. Keep reading.
Rebuke thy neighbor and not suffer sin upon him.
You hear that? God said, correct your neighbor and do not allow your neighbor to be in sin. What sin was she in? God said we're not supposed to be brawlers. We're not supposed to be brawlers. That's why we're reading how an aged woman is supposed to behave. Not a brother, not false accuser, not a drunk, not a liar. But you're supposed to rebuke them and let them know what you're doing is wrong. You see what I'm saying? Read.
Thou shalt not avenge, nor bear.
That's not what?
Thou shalt not avenge.
We did not avenge ourselves on our sister. But the thing is, we have to go by the law of the land. She committed violence. She offended us. We restricted her because a lot of times, guess what happened? We restrict them, let them go. You see, before the authorities come. But she refused to go. She wanted to come back and do it again. We've witnessed that. Just because you're not with us all the time to see it, we know what happened. That's the reason why we don't let them go, because they always come back. So we let the authorities do their job. We would not revenge ourselves. Read that part again.
Thou shalt not avenge, nor bear any grudge.
You see that? Thou shalt not what?
Thou shalt not avenge, nor bear any grudge.
No what?
Nor bear any grudge
We're not supposed to bear grudges
against the children of thy people.
Against our people. We have no grudges, no hatred, no malice. But the only thing is, we have to protect ourselves. We cannot just stand there and let you harm us. No, we will defend ourselves. We'll restrict you and let the authorities take over.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? We let the authorities take over.
Shalom, Israel. This is Bishop Nathaniel. I want you to know that you can view all our Sabbath classes live on IUIC TV. That's right, I said on IUIC TV. Download the app today. Shalom.
The authorities take over. Give me 2 Timothy. Now 1 Timothy 2:11. So now, is it law? Is it according? Before you go there, give me 1 Corinthians 14:33. Now, when we were talking earlier, now she want to pray for people, right? Where? In the streets. All these things is not according to the law. So because we put it out, she has to stoop there that low in the face of everybody and show who she is. A liar, a demon. Saying right there, saying some feel-good stuff, trying to extort some money out of people. And the brother read the scripture in 1 Corinthians 6. You cannot be extortioning people. Read that.
1 Corinthians chapter 14 verse 33. For God is not the author of confusion.
Read that? If you see confusion somewhere, God is not in the mix. God is not the author of confusion.
Yes, right.
Read.
God is not the author of confusion, but of peace. As in
But of what?
but of peace.
So, is it peaceful for you to come and lie on somebody else?
You know.
You know how many people got put to death because of lies? How many men is on death row because of lies? False evidence is a lie. You're supposed to be a witness. You become a false witness and lie on your brother. Read.
As in all churches of the saints.
Where?
As in all churches of the saints.
So she is not of the churches of the saints.
Right.
She is of the synagogue of Satan.
Right.
Satan is her father.
Good.
Read.
Let your women keep silence in the churches.
God says the woman's supposed to keep her mouth shut in the churches. So if you're supposed to do that, by which authority do you have to be praying for people in the street? Give me that in Matthew 6. Welcome back. I know you're holding a lot of things. Go back. Matthew 6. Matthew 6. Then let go of everything. Go to Matthew 6. Matthew 6, verse 5, probably. 5? What does it say? Yeah.
Matthew chapter 6 verse 5. And when thou prayest, thou shalt not be as the hypocrites are.
Hey, my brother, You've been here, I know you've been listening. Bruh, stay away from the speaker. You can go over there. You can't go over there. You can go over there. Yeah. You hear what he says? Listen to what God said about people praying.
Thou shalt not, and when thou prayest,
When you are praying,
thou shalt not be as the hypocrites are.
God said when you pray, you're not supposed to be like the hypocrites are. So now we're going to see, Christ's going to tell us how the behavior, the pattern of the hypocrites. Read.
For they love to pray, standing in the synagogues, and
They like to do it?
they like to pray, standing in the synagogues.
Why? So they can be seen. They like to pray, stand in the synagogue.
And in the corners of the streets.
Whoa! You hear that what God says? People that stand in the corner of the streets praying, Christ said hypocrites.
Right.
Read that again.
For they love to
Read it
pray.
again.
And when thou prayest, thou shalt not be as the hypocrites are.
So now we have a hypocrite that want to pray for people. A sinner. Not just any type of sinner. A hypocrite one at that. Read.
For they love to pray, standing in the synagogues and in the corners of the streets.
So God said we're not supposed to be praying in the corners of the streets. How are we supposed to pray?
That they may be seen of men.
So this is the reason why. So they may be seen of men. Why do they want to be seen of men? Because they're not righteous. If you're righteous, you don't have to put it out there. God sees everything. God sees it all. So now they want to what? They want to trick. They want to trick the simple-minded ones. So they say, oh yeah, I want to see it pray. I want to see it do this. I want to see it do that. So they can be seen. Because they're hypocrites. They're not about the work. Read.
Verily I say unto you, they have their reward.
And God said they have their rewards. The reward is what? To be seen of men? That you're seen of men, that's your reward. Read.
But thou, when thou prayest,
But you, who are not hypocrites, who are righteous, when you pray,
enter into thy closet,
enter into your room. Read.
and when thou hast shut thy door,
And when you close the door,
pray to the Father which is in secret, and the Father which seeth in secret shall reward thee openly.
that's all it is. You pray, it's between you and God. Well, everybody say with it, hallelujah, God, blah, 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 blah. You're a damn hypocrite. And those be the ones that sleeping with the same pastor in there. Or the deacon, or somebody in there. But you're hypocrites. They want men to believe that they're righteous, but when they're not.
Nation is family. Nation is community. Nation is men leading by example. Nation is women's support. Nation is children with role models. Nation is unity. Nation is you.